Hello and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year's. Hopefully by the time I upload this it will be New Year's. Today is the last day of December, and before we ended this year I wanted to bring a couple of things to you all. So this video is going to be kind of all over the place, and hopefully while demonstrating or showing the things that I want to show I can also vent a little bit. um, so I do have kind of like a Blush by Breeze Best of 2022 makeup products that I've used. Some of these products may have been introduced in 2022 or introduced to me. I guess it's a better way to say it. Introduced to me in 2022. And then I also have kind of like a last haul for 2022 as well. So I do want to share those things with you all. I haven't made a video in a while. I just wasn't really in good spirits, I guess I'll say. And in order for you to present yourself to post or present yourself to others, you want to be uplifted. You don't want to be in a down mood. So that's why I had not posted anything. My car was actually stolen from my driveway on December the 8th. I do have a 2015 Kia Forte. So if you've been following the media and social media and the news itself, you know that Kia is kind of a hot commodity as far as thefts. So I have been a victim of having my car stolen. I kind of feel like I've been victimized twice, so I'm just a little bit aggravated with the entire process. In addition to my car being stolen, or anybody's car that's stolen, when your car is recovered, if it's in good condition and you go to pick it up, you have to pay to get your car back. Depending on the type of insurance you have, and the what is it called, deductibles and things like that, you may be reimbursed, you may not. Unfortunately, when I went to pick up my car, it was in good condition. However, it was not drivable because the ignition wires and all of that were torn. So I didn't have to pay over $200, which is what I would have paid. And the towing service didn't even have my car for 24 hours. But anyway, once it was recovered, taken to the towing service, I went to look at it, went to see what was in there. Of course, there were some things that were taken out of it. So it was decided that I must now take my car to or find a dealership who can repair my vehicle. And of course, it is better for your insurance company if you use a dealer or a service department that is in contract with your particular insurance company, because it's going to be cheaper. Because of the high number of vehicles that are being stolen in Atlanta, I guess, all of the local, probably dealerships within like a 25 or 50 mile radius from me were full. They didn't have any availability for my car. When I was calling around, they were saying February, mid-March, and just different things like that. And so my concern was, where is the car going to sit for 2 months? Because if the ignition is torn and you can just drive it, it can't sit in my driveway. I don't have a garage. I have a driveway. So the places that I did find that were close, my insurance claims person was like, oh, well, I mean, you made an appointment, but we can't really guarantee that we're going to have the vehicle there on that day. It normally takes about 7 to 10 days. We use a third party source, so we can't say when they're going to come. The dealership was, of course, saying we can only accept the car 1 day before your actual appointment. It was just a lot of red tape. And then to further aggravate me, once I did find a dealership, the dealership is in Macon, which is an hour and a half away. They are not a dealer that has an agreement with State Farm. So I have to go through getting the adjuster to look at it, them going back and forth, I guess, toggling the prices and trying to come to an agreement. Meanwhile, once the adjuster attempted to go out to look at my car at the said dealership, the dealership told them that my car was not there. Let me rewind. So prior to the adjuster getting there, I had actually spoken with one of the representatives at the dealership who said, yes, we have your car here. However, we can't find the keys. So we went through this whole thing of trying to figure out where the key was. I actually ended up getting the towing service on the phone. And she's like, ma'am, I left your keys in the cup holder where they told me to leave them. So then that made me think, are you all actually like, are you walking your lot? Do you know the inventory that you have there? Like, I just had a lot of questions. And at that point, I started to feel very uneasy about my car being there. So then when the adjuster, so the issue with the key, I called him back, said the key is in the cup holder. The guy said, okay, well, we'll call you if we have any more issues. I think this was on the 15th, or if we have any questions. Fast forward to December 21st, which would have been the first day or first available appointment for the adjuster to go out to take a look at my car. I'm assuming he goes there, and I'm saying assuming because no one communicated anything with me. I'm assuming that he went there. He was told at the dealership, no, we don't have a car here for her. Her name is in the system, but we don't have a car for her. It went from that to, oh, we do have a car like that. However, the VIN number is different. Meanwhile, that whole day of the 21st, I didn't get a call. It seems, or you would think, that they would have called me and said, hey, the adjuster's here. We can't find your car. Can you tell us what your VIN number is? No call made from the insurance company, no call made to me from the dealership. Come the 22nd, about 3:45-ish, I get a call from my claims person saying, hey, there must be some miscommunication. You know, we've been told your car is not there. I said, well, it's not any miscommunication on my end. Why are you all just calling me today? So there was another conversation back and forth. Fast forward to the 23rd, because again, the dealership still has not called me to say we can't find your car. Fast forward to the 23rd, I call the dealership. You know, hey, telling them who I am. I spoke with so-and-so. He said my car was there. I'm just trying to make sure it's there. So from the 23rd to the 27th, I want to say, I pretty much got the runaround. Me calling the dealership, oh, let me take your name and number. We'll have somebody to call you back. Nobody ever called me back. Me call them again. Like this is when I was beginning to lose it. For the most part, since the 8th, I have really maintained my cool. People who know me have been like, oh, you handling this really well. And yes, I know that it's a car. And a lot of people say, it's just a car. For me, it's not just a car. This was the first car that I had that I actually had a car note for. I got it brand new. At that particular time when I got my car, I had great credit. So I was excited to get something on my own. It's mine. I didn't have to have a co-signer. Like all of those things that you're excited for, those accomplishments that you're excited for as an adult. That's one of the things that I was really excited for. I paid it off in April, got the title. Whew, I was like, okay, I don't have a car note. I have my last child is in the 10th grade, so he'll be graduating soon. He'll be off to college. So I was kind of thinking about all of those things. I don't want to get a car note right now. Maybe I can get, a cash car, so we'll have more than one car. Just kind of thinking ahead for the future, and then my car gets stolen. So for me, it's just not a car. Like, it's so much more than just a car. And by the way, her name is Coco Chanel. I don't know if I mentioned that. But, so went through the dealership telling me my car was not there. So now I'm feeling like, okay, my car was stolen. It was recovered. Now it's stolen again. So at that point, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's better if the car is just total and I just get a new car. But I didn't want a new car. My actual dream car is to get a Kia Telluride. And so this whole experience is kind of had started to kind of discourage me from getting that car. However, I'm doing a little research and learning some things. So I've learned that any vehicles made after 2021, I think it is, that don't have that portion of the car where the USB can go, those cars are not as easy to steal. So that's a good thing, but I have to get there. So I went through all of this of still worrying, where's my car? Still waiting for the dealership to call me back. So I just went, got my title, made a copy of it, made a copy of my insurance card, and I just was determined, like, I'm going to go out there and find my car. I'm speaking to the towing service that actually delivered my car to the dealership, I was told exactly. She said, I bagged your car in, I put it on the fence. It's between the body shop and another dealership. Your keys in the cup holder, da 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 da. Everything she told me was on the money. When I got there, I went directly to my car. My key was in the cup holder like she told me. There was nothing wrong with the VIN number on my car. My tag was still on my car. The only thing it took for someone to care, to actually get up, go out, walk the lot, and it wasn't a far distance because I don't like to walk. It wasn't that far. It just took for someone to go out and look. I don't know what's going on with people this year. I hope that next year brings about caring for people, like doing your job. You work in service, you work in customer service. You need to do your job. If you don't want to do something, if you don't like your job and you're not able to quit, stay there, maintain, and search for you another job. Like the experiences that I have had throughout this month have been horrible. Like, I've never been treated this way, and I don't understand. And I'm not a person like I know that everybody needs their job. You know, that's their livelihood. But people need to start acting like they need their job. So I'm not sure what's up and coming for me in the future, because now I have to start this process all over again with the adjuster going, looking at my car. So I don't know when I'm going to have my car back. I hope and I pray that it's soon. I hope that I don't have to take it from one dealership to the next. I just hope that this is resolved fairly quickly. And if you have the Kia and the Hyundai models between, I think they said 2011 and 2021, you need to maybe do a little research to see what means you have of making sure that your car is secure. So I know back in the day we had the little lock that went on the steering wheel. There was a lock that goes on the ignition. I'm not sure if those things are still in existence, but that may be something that you all want to consider. But other than that, everything is going fine. Other than that, I'm looking forward to the new year. I have some new makeup products to share with you all. I have started to use a lot of my products and kind of see more of things that I like and don't like. Of course, my goal is always to not spend as much money on makeup, to shop and find deals. So my purchases now are mainly if there is a sale, if I have a coupon for something, excuse me, any type of normally like drugstore products or inexpensive products and things like that. So I am going to first go through the best of 2022 beauty items with you, and then we'll do the mini haul at the end. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the one size cheek clappers. I have the one that's called Fire Starter. And I like the way that these open. My nails are not long today, but normally I have really long nails. And this is a product that I don't have to struggle to open because of the little clasp that it has here. You just pop it up. It does come with a mirror in it. And if you're somebody, I like to find multi-purpose products. So if I can find a blush, a highlighter, contour duo, that's something that I like to purchase. But this has actual blushes in it, but one of the blushes can be used as a highlighter. So there is a kind of like shimmer shade here. You have a regular powder shade, and then there's a cream shade underneath this flap. So this is an actual, in my opinion, this is a good buy, and I like the way that, I like coral shades anyway on my skin tone. So if you're my twin shade or shade sister, or you just like coral tinted shades, this will be a good purchase for you. And I'll try to put as many of the sale price for the items that I can. The next thing, and I'm going to kind of go back and forth between high-end items, or what I consider high-end, because if it's over a certain price, for me, it's high-end. So I'm going to go from, just have a mixture of high-end and drugstore products, because I actually like both. The next thing is this CoverGirl True Blend So Flushed High Pigment Blush. And then it says high pigment bronzer. So I guess it can be a blush or a bronzer, which is good. And this is the shade 400 Ebony. And I have been using this a lot to contour with. Today I'm not wearing it. I kind of plan my looks ahead. So if I want a subtle look, a more natural look, maybe like a meeting at work or something like that, and I just want a hint of my contour and I don't want it to be too strong, then I'll use this. This is the Toasted Swirl Bronzer. Toasted Swirl Bronze. It's a shimmer powder. The shade is Pecan Swiller, and this is from Fenty. I use this as an actual highlight. It comes with the mirror also. And then another one of my favorites is the Glowish by Huda Beauty. This is in the shade 05 Rich Soft Radiant Bronzing Powder. And this is the packaging. No mirror. I purchased the, and I've been using since I purchased it, the Uma Beauty Trip and Smooth Powder. It is in the shade Honey. And this is the powder that you twist the bottom and the product comes out at the top. Another favorite would be the Profusion Soft Matte Liquid Blushes. And I actually purchased this in 4 different shades. This one is almost gone. And so with these, for me, if I'm going to be out all day, then I'll go back and set these with a powdered blush. But they pretty much stand on their own as well, depending on the brush that you use. I also like the e.l.f. Putty Blushes. They brought out some luminous ones. I didn't get the luminous ones because I didn't see a purpose one because I already have, 5 shades of it. And so I didn't want to buy any more because I don't have anywhere for them to go, honestly. I do have some of their bronzers too. I have 3 shades of that. I'm still kind of playing around with that because I'm not really a cream and liquid girl, but I've been trying new things. So these though I like. And I think the favorite that I have is a corally one. It's in the shade Bali. So that's the one that I normally put on. I am loving the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and I'm almost out of it. I try to alternate between this and my Milk Hydro Grip. And I have other primers, but I think I am gravitating more towards these tacky feeling primers because my makeup adheres to it a little bit better, in my opinion. I have also been liking the NYX Brow Glue. This is the 3rd one I think that I bought this year, and I use this in 2 ways. So you may see my videos like, what is she doing? So it just depends on if I want to do it that way that particular day. So sometimes I'll put this on to actually set my brows in place before I go to fill them in. And sometimes I'll go to actually apply this after I have actually sculpted my brow and cleaned up everything to make it stay in place with the product on it. So there's no wrong or right way. It's up to you. The other products are the Essence Lash Princess, the liners. I have the mascara as well, but I purchased these this year. So they're both black. I think they come in other colors. I know they come in brown, but both of these are black. I have one that's waterproof and one that is not waterproof. And the same for the mascara. This is a recent purchase, but I can use this in multiple ways. So this is the About Face Fluid Eye Paint. It's a matte one, and the shade is this actual black. So the way that I use this is I will take a angled brush and actually draw on my wing, and when it dries down it will be a matte shade. And I also use this if I'm going to do a smoky eye and I'm using a black eyeshadow. I put this down first and let it dry down, and then I set it with the black eyeshadow. Let's see. The last products that I have are from Sephora brand, I guess I should say. So I have come to love my Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. It is, of course, a little bit darker than me, but I like this foundation because once I put it on and I put all of my products that I need or that I would like to wear for that day, it blends in very nicely to me. So I'm actually wearing this today. And the best time to get those Sephora brand items is when they're having a sale where you can get like 20 or 30% off of those items, which they're already reasonable prices, but just to get the better bang for your buck, I would recommend getting it when they actually have one of those sales. I also purchased the concealer, Best Skin Ever concealers, and I have the shades 44Y and 35N. So most of the time I'll go in with the 44Y, and then I'll put the 34N like in the corners where I want my highlight to be more profound at. These are hydrating concealers, so I love that. And that is all I have for the best of beauty items. Now to move on to my little mini haul. So while going to see about my car, I needed a little therapy, okay? Y'all know I like to go shopping anyway, but I really had a reason. So I went to Marshall's and I found the Jaclyn Cosmetics, Jaclyn and Robin Powder Move Loose Setting Powder, and I purchased the shade Sheer Tan. And I showed her blush on a couple of other videos, but I'll show them today if I need to for reference. But this is how the packaging looks, and that's the shade. And let me show the blush, one of the blushes. I'll get that out. And I've actually moved the blush to my vanity because I've been using it so much. If I can get it out. Okay, this is the actual blush. Hopefully it won't have any print. Same packaging, just a different color of the lid. And this is actually a blush powder. It goes on like, you know, it's thin like a setting powder, but it's actually blush. So this loose powder was $9.99 from Marshall's. I also purchased a hydrating complexion trio from Alamar. It was $4.99. This one is in medium. I actually have, I think this is medium. I have a darker, I think the one that I have is dark. So this one is tan medium. I don't think I can really do anything with this shade. Maybe I can set my brow bone with it, but it's a little too light for me. But this last shade is definitely a shade that I can lightly contour with on some of my soft days. And I think this is regularly about $15 to $20. So to see it for $4.99, I definitely got it, and it will not go to waste because I will be able to use this on those that are of lighter complexion as me as well. I purchased a lip bar. It's a vegan lipstick, and when I saw this sticker on it as the shade, I was like, oh, I want to see that. This was $4.99 as well, and I tried this on, and I love the color and how it looks on my lips. Beautiful packaging. But this is the actual shade of it. And it gives, it comes off as being matte, but it's not like a drying matte. I did purchase 2 palettes from ColourPop. They were on sale at Ulta. This one is the Fine Feathered palette. Doesn't have a mirror, but that doesn't bother me. Those are the shades. It kind of matches my nails a little bit. And then the other one is High Tide. That's the outside of it. And you get a lot of pretty turquoise mint shades in there. And I think these were $7 a piece. I purchased the LA Colors Lavish Nails. I don't wear nail tips, but I'm thinking of trying them. These are actually my natural nails. So I was thinking maybe to stop getting the acrylic on it because it's a little bit harsh and sometimes it breaks down your nails. Don't know when I'm going to try it, but I thought these were so cute. So I got them, and I think these were $8.99 from the beauty supply store. This was one of my Christmas gifts. This is the Uma Go Off Cleansing Oil and Mini Mascara. So this is the oil. And that's the mascara. And also for Christmas, I got this Pretty Savvy large powder brush. And I can't wait to try it out. I like how big, how wide the bristles are. And hopefully it's really soft. I wanted to try Absolute New York Full Cover Liquid Matte Foundation. I have the shade Natural Pecan, and that's how it looks. I think this was $5.99 at the beauty supply store. I purchased a different shade of the NYX This Is Milky Gloss. This one is, oh, I thought it was on here. No, I hope this, wait, I think I already, oh my God, I picked up the, I picked up the wrong one. This one is Milk and Honey. I think I already have this one. So if I do have it, I'm just going to gift this to someone. So I'll leave that out. I did also get the NYX Bear With Me Blur in the shade 16 Warm Caramel. And I watched Andrea Renee and Tatiana Anissa. They both bought this, and I think they both bought 2 shades because they weren't sure what the shade was. But the Ulta that I went to actually had the testers out so that you can look at it. 15 was a little bit light for me, so that's why I decided to get 16. And I think I'm starting to kind of like my foundations a little bit darker tinted. That allows me to kind of put up my other layers of makeup on and still have a complexion shade that blends in with me. So I like those. This is the Laura Geller Baked Bronze and Brighten. This is in the shade Deep. This came from Amazon. And I'm not sure how this is gonna, online it looked like it might go well, but I'm not sure. But that's how it looks. And then, do I have something else? No, I think that's it. I think that's all that I've purchased. I'm trying to think, do I have something coming to me? I do. I have an order from Ulta because I received an Ulta gift card for Christmas. And so I saw some things that were on sale. One of those things is the JCat foundation. I have it. I think I have it in the shade Royal Bun Bun. And Royal Bun Bun is a little bit too light for me now. So I did purchase a lighter shade. So that will probably be in one of my hauls for 2023. But I think that's all that I have for you all. I can't believe I bought the same one. That is all that I have for you all. I needed to vent. And hopefully the next time I film, I'll have some updates and good news. But I hope that everybody enjoys your New Year's Eve, bringing in the New Year's. Hopefully you're with your family and or at church. Just want to make sure that everybody's appreciating the loved ones that they have, because a lot of us are missing one person that we started off the year with, for different reasons. So if you've lost anybody, you do have my condolences. You all are always in my prayers. And just try to think of all of the fun times that you had with that person. December is normally a really difficult month for me, particularly because I lost my dad in the month of December. However, I do really appreciate the time that I did have with him. I play back a lot of times. A lot of times I play back the last year that we were able to spend with him, even up to like the month before he passed. And when I go through difficult times and I encounter things that I really feel like, oh, I'm going to need a conversation from my dad. Like, I don't know how I'm going to handle this. I kind of already know what he would have said in those particular situations. So, I still just pray and say thank you. Thank you, Dad, for, giving me that encouraging word, or thank you for instilling in me enough that even in your absence, I still know what to do in certain situations, And when you're grieving somebody, nobody can tell you like how long it should take you to get over that person. Oh, that's been 3 years ago, so you should be okay. Like, no, nobody can tell you that. You grieve as long as you need to grieve. But just try to keep doing things to better yourself as well, because your loved one would not want you to be stagnant and sad and depressed. They want the best for you where they are. They're in a better place, and they want you to do the things to ensure that you can get to a better place as well. But that's all that I have for you all today. I have an early morning church service, so I'm going to try to start getting ready for that. I've been doing little things around the house that I can do, laundry and things like that, to make sure that I can at least walk through without stumbling over something. But I'm not stressing, I'm only doing what I can do, because I'm only one person. I do a little bit at a time. And whatever I can't do today, Lord willing, it'll be done tomorrow. So again, that's all I have for you all. Until next time, stay blessed and blush. Bye-bye.